seated or lying down with a straight spine, taking a moment to just check in. Use your breath to scan through your body. We're going to do our equal count breathing. We'll start by taking a nice big exhale out our mouth. And then inhale through your nose. Pause at the top and exhale through your nose. Pause at the bottom. And again, inhale. And exhale. And as you inhale and exhale, allow there to be a slight restriction in the back of your throat so you can create more of an audible breath. This is called an Ujjayi breath. It sounds like Darth Vader. With each inhale, feel your chest and lungs expand. On your exhale, allow yourself to completely release all the air. Slowing and deepening each breath. With the inhale, feel your spine grow long. And with your exhale, allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears. And wherever you are, we'll do one more round, meeting at the bottom of your exhale. And when you're ready, you can flutter your eyelids open. I'm going to take our hands, interlace our fingers, and place our hands behind our head. So your elbows are bent out wide, hands interlaced behind your head. We're going to be seated now. If you're lying down, come to a comfortable seat. And then we're just going to draw our chin towards our chest, creating a little stretch in the back of our neck and our back as well, using the pressure of your hands at your head to draw the chin toward your chest. And some nice deep breaths here. So your hands are resting on the back of your head for this. Good. And then slowly bring your head back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Really reach your fingertips straight up. Nice big reach. And then on your exhale, you're going to cactus your arms, creating goalpost arm 90-degree bend. As you do that, lift through your chest, press your elbows back. Inhale, reach your arms back up. And exhale, bend your arms. One more time, inhale, reach. And on your exhale, draw your arms all the way down and twist over to the right. Take your left hand, place it on your right knee. Use your back right arm to be more of like a kickstand. So you'll be up on your fingertips. Twist to the right, gaze over the back right shoulder. Lift up nice and tall through your chest. Breaths here, really think about inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. And on your exhale, you're deepening your twist. Nice. Inhale back to center and switch the cross of your arms. So now the right hand rests on the left knee. Left arm is behind you. Twist to the left. Gaze towards the back left shoulder. Inhale, lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, deepen your twist. Inhale, slowly come back forward and we'll straighten our legs. Bring them out to a V. And keep a slight bend in your knees. Flex through your feet and walk your fingertips forward, coming into a forward fold. Hands are flat on the ground. Drop your forehead down, breathing into your hamstrings and your inner thighs. Meeting yourself where you're at today. Good, and as you're leaning forward, start to crawl your fingers over to the right. We'll lean over our right leg as our legs are still out in a V. Forehead towards your right knee. Keep your feet active. Flex through your feet. Press your heels away from you. So you draw your forehead down. Get more breath, sending your breath into the back of that right hamstring. And on your next exhale, begin to crawl your fingers all the way over to the left. Continue to bow forward, clasp onto your left ankle or shin, forehead towards your left knee, breathing into your left hamstring. And then coming back to center, press yourself back up and make your way to tabletop position, also known hands and knees. When you're on your hands and knees, make sure your hands are flat, stacked underneath your shoulders, fingers face forward, knees underneath hips. Just take a moment to rock your hips from left to right, loosening your hips and your back. I'm going to do something new today with tabletop. We're going to start by take your left hand and bring it more centered. So it's going to be a little more centered now, stacked down below kind of the center of your chest on the ground. Then you're going to take your right arm and reach it up. Now, whether it makes it up all the way to the ceiling, it depends on your flexibility. You're going to turn and open to the right. So your right arm is reaching up as you twist and open to the right. Right arm reaches up, fingertips reach to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, you're going to draw that right arm down and weave it through underneath your left arm on the exhale. And then inhale, reach that arm right back up to the ceiling. And exhale, weave that arm through the left armpit. And use your gaze to follow the arm. So inhale, gaze, arm, reach up. Exhale, draw that arm down, gaze down. Following the arm. Inhale, reach up. Nice job, everyone. Exhale, arm down. And as you reach your arm under, the palm faces the ceiling. Inhale one more time, reach that right arm up. And exhale, bring it down onto the ground. And we're going to switch sides. So now the right arm is going to come more centered. to be that stable force pressing down through the ground. Right arm stays straight. And then the left arm, you're going to reach up to the ceiling as you twist over to the left. Reach that left arm up, gaze up, and then on your exhale, draw the left arm under and through the right arm. Palm faces up. Inhale, reach that left arm back up. Gaze up. Exhale, reach it down, weave it through. Inhale, back up. Gaze up. Exhale, reach the arm down and through. You can follow your gaze over to the right. Inhale one more time, reach to the ceiling. And exhale, bring the arms back down to tabletop. Nice job. Walk from side to side. And this next one is also a little new thing for us. This is called puppy pose. So we all love puppies. We're going to love this. All right. To start, you're going to come onto your forearms. So lower down onto your forearms. So you're resting on your palms and the forearm, which is the part between your wrist and your elbow, in case you don't know what forearms are. I think you all do. Good. Your arms are going to be parallel, forearms parallel to one another. And now begin to scoot your knees back so you have a little more space. And some of you are already doing this, but your forehead's going to start to draw down towards the mat. Whether it rests on the mat or not, that's kind of dependent on your body. So draw your forehead down. And you're going to reach your hips back. So now your arms are going to start to extend. They're not going to be straight. You're still resting on your forearms as you kind of, your butt's a little bit in the air here as you lean back. And then just pause and breathe in puppy pose. Nice job, everyone. If you want to kind of shift your weight so that you can hold this for a few breaths, dependent on where you are. It's a good opener for your shoulders. And then when you're ready, you'll come back into Sphinx pose. So for Sphinx, you keep your forearms the way they are, but you're going to slowly lower down onto your stomach. So remember Sphinx pose, where you're lying down on your stomach with your legs together behind you, straight out behind you, and you're lifting your torso while resting on your forearms. So you're going to be all the way down, lying on the ground now. We're shifting from puppy pose to Sphinx pose. Some of you are doing that and others are stuck in puppy, which is fine. If you like it that much, you can stay in puppy pose. So for Sphinx, you want your elbows stacked under your shoulders and you're on your forearms. You're lifting your chest, your gaze is forward, your legs are straight behind you, and you're holding this for a few breaths. This is creating a little bit of a restriction in your low back. About drawing your chest back, gaze forward, even bring your head back slightly. And then when you're done, you're going to lower down and rest your head on the mat. You can stack your hands and rest your head to one side. Take a moment to just rest and breathe here. And since I know so many of you love Superwoman, Superman, Supergirl pose. Wait, I missed one. Superperson, Superwoman, Superman pose. We're going to do it. Okay, so for this one, you have options. The pose requires you to reach your arms forward, legs back, and then lift arms and legs. If you can't do them both at the same time, then just try doing your arms or your legs. If you want to try both, you're going to exhale, lift your arms, lift your legs, lift your torso, and squeeze your glutes and hold it for a few breaths. This is a really challenging pose here, which is why we all love it, because we love to challenge ourselves, right? And build strength in our body and mind. So holding your super person pose for a few breaths. And if it's too easy for you, you can also kind of move around while you're flying. Move your arms and legs and then lower back down. Rest your forehead, take a breath, and then we're going to do it all over again. So whether you did both arms and legs, or you just did legs or just did arms, pull around with maybe a different thing. For one more time, lifting up, holding, breathing, smiling, woo, cheering, and then lowering down. Ah, good job, you guys. We should have done that one for our photo. Oh, okay. From Superman, we're going to press ourselves up into tabletop. So slowly you'll make your way back to your hands and knees. And then we're going to step our right foot forward, coming into a low lunge. So you're resting on your right foot and the back left knee. Your hands are going to be alongside that front foot, resting on the ground. You can scoot the back knee further back to create a little more length in the back leg. We've done this pose a few times now in class. This is low lunge. You're going to feel a nice deep stretch in the hip flexor here. Left hip flexor. You can rest the top of the back foot down or stay on the toes. And then just breathe here for a few breaths. And then from low lunge, we're going to come into runner's lunge. This one is kind of like that hurdler position. So for this one, you are going to now lean your hips back. That's going to now straighten out the front leg. And you're going to lift the right toes towards the ceiling, creating a little more extension in the front leg. As you lean your hips back, you're going to need your hands to rest down on the ground for balance here. And you're going to feel a nice deep stretch in the back of your right leg, opening the right hamstring here. You'll probably want to rest your hands on something if they can't reach the ground. This is where those yoga blocks come in handy, or some sort of prop. A few more breaths. And then on your next inhale, we're going to come back into tabletop. So you'll bring your hands forward, swing that right leg back. And now we're going to step the left leg forward into low lunge. Left knee is bent. Scoot that back right knee further back, creating a little more length in the back leg. You're going to rest on your fingertips alongside the front left foot. As you lean forward, you're going to feel a nice deep stretch in the right hip flexor. Sending your breath to your right hip flexor, hands resting alongside that front foot on the ground. You can reach your hands to the ground there for support. A few more breaths. And then from low lunge, we're going to transition into the runner's lunge. So now you're going to shift your hips back, finding a little more extension in the front leg. Lift the toes towards the ceiling. You're resting on the heel of that front leg. Feel a nice deep stretch in the back of the left leg. This is runner's lunge. So the left leg is going to have an extension here as your hands rest alongside the front leg. Lean your weight back, finding a straight-ish leg, straight-ish, emphasis on the ish. And then breathe into that left hamstring. A few more breaths. Nice job, everyone. And then we'll bring our weight forward, swing that left leg back into tabletop. Rock your hips side to side. We're going to come into our bird dog pose. Reach that right leg back. Lift the right leg and point through the toes. You're going to be resting here on your left knee. And then if you can, reach the opposite arm forward. So right leg back, left arm forward, reaching in opposite directions. Really emphasize the reach in your left fingertips. Gaze is down. And exhale, lower into tabletop. And now we're going to do something a little different. Reach your right leg back again, same thing. Only this time you're going to draw that knee in and tap the right elbow, and then exhale, reach that leg back out. You're not doing anything with your arms, it's just your leg. So right knee bends, taps the right elbow, exhale, reach behind you. Inhale, bend the right knee, tap the right elbow, exhale, extend. This one is going to build strength in your core. If you can, keep that knee lifted the whole time, drawing the leg back, and then bend, tap. If it can't reach your elbow, don't worry. Just bring it in and then extend it back out. Woo! This one is building heat. How many of these you want to do? Can't hear you. So I guess I'll say 5 more. Okay, and once you've done 5 more on that right leg, good thing we only have 2 legs, we'll go to the left leg. And before we go straight into those, we're going to do our bird dog on this side. So the left leg reaches back, cover that left leg, parallel to the ground, point through the toes, find your balance. When you're ready, reach the right arm forward, reach through the right fingertips, gaze down, really reach here, lengthen through your spine. And on your exhale, drop your arm and leg down into tabletop. Take a breath, and then we'll come into our new knee to elbow pose. So draw the left leg back one more time. Point through the left toes. When you're ready, you're going to bend the left knee, tap the left elbow, and then exhale, extend. Inhale, bend and tap, and exhale, extend. Building strength in your obliques. I think I made this one up. It just came to me today. I like it though. So wherever you're at, try to match what you did on the right side. Equal out both sides of your body. Using your breath to help guide you through this. Inhale, tap, exhale, extend. Once you're done, you're going to make your way to standing. Shake out your wrists on your way. I didn't check my birthday chart today, but I have a feeling we don't have any birthdays today, but we might have one coming up next week. So we're not going to do a birthday dance, but we can still shake it out. So go ahead and just get loosey-goosey here. Shake out your hips and your arms. your head, your knees, whatever feels good. There's no right or wrong. And then we're going to find a hip width distance with our feet for some arm circles. Let's do backward arm circles where you bring your right arm back and then your left arm back as if we're backstroking. So right arm, then left arm, right arm, and left arm. I'm a terrible backstroker. Every time I try to backstroke, I end up going in the completely wrong direction. So we'll just keep our feet planted here as we windshield our arms back. Nice opening in the shoulders and the chest. And now you might want to speed it up because I see a fin and it's coming towards us. And I don't like fins when I'm swimming in the ocean, even if it's just a little dolphin. Keep that away. So speed up, and then slow it down. And we're going to reverse and go forward now. So forward swim. Now we're going to share that shark away, scare it away by going at it. Nice big strokes. Forward arm circles. Dun, 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 and then faster and faster, 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 faster. Swim, swim. Okay, we're done. Woo! We made it to shore. All right, we're gonna do my favorite series here, just because I love to feel the burn. The Y's, W's, X's, T's, W's. I feel like there's more letters. Y's, W's, T's. I added an X in there. I don't know what that is. Okay, Y's. Reach your arms overhead into the Y. Sink your hips, bend your knees into that chair position. Lean your chest forward here. So when I say lean your chest forward, you're going to kind of bring that chest forward towards the ground. So your hips come back. And then you're going to pulse your arms back and release. Arms stay straight. They're in a Y. Palms face one another. Go for 10 to 15 pulses. Working the muscles in your shoulders here. And then you're going to go straight into the W's. For the W's, you keep the same positioning in your legs, but now for your arms, they come out wide and they make goalpost arms. 90-degree bend, palms face out, and then they inhale straight overhead, exhale, goalpost arms. That's the position, straight and bend for 10 to 15 W's. Keep sitting back in that chair. And if you're not feeling it yet, you will now because you're going to go straight into the T's. For the T's, you can stand up straight, reach your arms out parallel, palms face the ceiling, and you're going to pulse your arms back and release for 10 to 15. Arms stay straight, almost like you're holding some kind of platter here. Pinkies forward, thumbs back, pulsing 10 to 15 T's. And then just for fun, we'll add the little baby arm circles. Now that your arms feel like lead weights, just add about 10 to 15 baby backward arm circles. Keep the palms facing up. Woo! Feel the burn. Nice job, everyone. And once your arms feel like they can't stay up anymore, hold them just a little longer and then release. Whoa, shake it out. I really don't like that I can't hear you all right now because I want to think that you're all huffing and puffing like me. Okay, so we'll find our way to the wall or the chair or the piece of furniture for balance. When you get there, just take a moment to roll out your ankles. It feels so good to just roll them out. So for me, I like to bring the weight onto the ball of my foot And then I can just create some circles with my heel to roll out the ankle. You might even bring the weight onto the front of the toes. Go in both directions, really loosening up your ankle here, and then switch to the other ankle once you're done. That side. And then we'll come into our heel raises. Your feet will stay hip width distance, parallel to one another, and then you're just lifting up onto your toes, lowering back down, building strength in your calves. You may or may not need to hold on for this, but it does require some balance to be lifting up onto your toes. You can always hover your hand over the wall or the chair, knowing that it's there if you need it. And as you're standing, make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. Nice posture. Keeping track of your heel lifts, and then from here we're going to come into the leg lifts. We'll start with the right leg, swinging it out to the side and down. Feet face forward, lifting it out to the right and down. Right side. Keep your torso steady here. Leg stays straight. You'll feel this in your standing leg as well. You may want to hold on or hover your hand for this one. Building strength in your outer right glute. And then once you're done with the right side, you'll switch to the left. Same thing. Working the outer left glute now and the standing leg, your right leg. Once you're done with the left side, we'll come back to the right leg and we'll do forward leg lifts. For the forward leg lifts, it's almost like you're doing a high kick. Press through your right heel, keep the right leg straight, and just lift the leg forward and up, and then lower back down. Same kind of thing here, just going forward. You might need to hold on to something for this as well. Keep your torso steady, kick through the heel, and again, both sides, even out, left leg and right. After you've done both sides, going forward with forward leg lifts, we usually try our tree pose while we're away from the wall. So today I want us to have the wall here so that you can explore tree pose by possibly using the wall for balance. So remember, for tree pose, we're going to be balancing on one leg. We're going to start with rooting down through our left foot. Think of your left foot as the roots of the tree. Ground down through the earth, and then take the right foot, begin to slide it up the inside of the left shin. If it can, you might just rest at the left ankle, and that's okay. If your knee is bent, your knee should be bent, and the right knee will be press open to the right. As you press the sole of your right foot into the left leg, use that counter pressure between the left leg and the right foot. Keep your balance. Your arms can rest in the center of your chest in the prayer position. They can come out like cactus arms. They can come overhead. And if your tree starts to waver and wobble, that's perfectly normal. That's what trees do. And then if it falls down, just come right back in. And if you want to see if your foot can keep coming up the inside of the left leg, you don't want it to rest at inside of your knee. So if it makes it that far up, you can actually take hold of the foot and help assist it to come and rest on the inner left thigh with the knee pointing out, balancing here on your left foot. Nice job. And then we'll lower down and do the same thing with your right foot as the root. Root down through the right foot. Bend the left knee and place the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right ankle, or left foot can rest on the inside of the right shin. Maybe help your foot to rest on the inner right thigh. Knee presses out. Arms can rest center of your chest. Cactus arms or overhead. Breathing, balancing. Tree pose. Nice job, everyone. And now we will make our way onto our mats. So coming back, your mat will come all the way on our back. You want to take a moment to take a water break. Water your tree. And then lower all the way on your back, bend your knees, clasp your hands around the front of your shins, rolling up into a ball. You'll just rock from side to side, massage your low back on the mat. It should feel really good. Good, and then from here, you're gonna lift your legs towards the ceiling. Legs will be straight. Hands will come behind your head, interlace your hands, elbows bent. And then you're just going to crunch up and draw the elbow to meet the opposite knee. So as I lift up, my right elbow lifts and reach toward the left knee, and then I lower back down and then lift and reach my left elbow across towards the right knee and lower back down. So these are just little crunches here for your abdominals. Your legs are straight up to the ceiling, and you're just lifting and lowering as you draw one elbow across towards the opposite knee. Nice job. Continue to breathe. Gaze up. Woo. See if you can do another 3 on each side. When you're done, you'll lower your legs, lower your head. You can bend your knees with the soles of your feet flat on the ground, and we'll just windshield wiper our knees. Draw the knees all the way to the left, allow them to drop. Arms are out wide with the palms facing up, and then knees come up and all the way over to the right. Windshield wiper. I actually had to use my windshield wipers the other day. What's that all about? Rain? What is this? Rain? Water from the sky? That was so exciting. Okay, windshield wiper, loosening your low back. And we'll pause with the knees centered. Keep the knees bent. Bring your hands alongside your hips. Arms are straight. Hands, palms face down. And then just scoot your hips closer so that your fingertips can reach and touch the back of your heels. We're preparing for bridge pose. Your feet are parallel, hip width distance. And then for bridge pose, you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. As you lift your hips, you're going to press down through your heels and through your palms. Lift your hips up, squeeze through your glutes, engage your inner thighs. You can hold it here, or you can lower and lift, making it more of a pulsing move. I'll give you guys a few moments here to explore bridge pose. If you're holding it, continue to breathe. You don't hold your breath. Continue to lift your hips towards the ceiling. Squeeze through your glutes and your inner thighs. And then when you're ready to lower down and give yourself one more squeeze, knees towards your chest. Hug yourself. And then keep the right knee bent. Allow your left leg to drop down. Squeeze the knee towards the outer right rib cage. Left leg is resting down on the ground. A few breaths here while squeezing your right knee to the outside of your right rib cage. Draw your chin toward your chest. And then begin to draw the knee across your body over to the left for supine twist. Your right arm will extend out to the right, palm faces the ceiling. Use your left hand to draw the knee down towards the ground. Right shoulder blade presses down as you turn your head towards your extended right arm. Breathing into this nice supine twist. And then slowly bring your knee back to center and draw the right knee down. Leg extends to the ground. Draw your left leg in. Hands interlaced around the front of the left knee or shin. Hold this here for a moment. Squeeze that knee to the outside of the left rib cage. Squeeze and hug your elbows in. Draw your chin toward your chest, creating more length in the back of your neck. We're lying on our backs for this. Everything's resting down. Squeeze that knee, a few more breaths. And then we'll take the knee across our body to the right for supine twists. On the other side, left arm extends out to the T, palm faces the ceiling. Use your right hand to draw the knee towards the ground. And then turn your head to your extended left arm. Draw the left shoulder blade down. Breathing into your back. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Allow both your legs to drop down. Reach your arms overhead, clasp your hands. Give yourself one final full body stretch. And then slowly making your way into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana, corpse pose. Lying down on our backs, taking a moment to get comfortable. Place maybe a pillow or blanket under your head. Take up as much space as you need. Palms face the ceiling. Allow your feet to drop out to the side. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to slow down one more time, focusing on your breath. Maybe place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Feeling the connection of each breath with your body. Lying here in stillness, just noticing any thoughts that might arise. Bringing your attention back to your breath. And I opened up a book to October 6th, a little quote from Albert Einstein. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Albert Einstein. We're going to start to wiggle our fingers and our toes. And when you're ready, we'll roll to one side and press ourselves back up to seated. Finding a comfortable seat. You can keep your eyes closed and bring your palms together at the center of your chest. Bowing down, honoring something in yourself. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for coming today, sharing your practice.